Welcome to the den. As Dreon Santana would say, it's invite only. And this is NXT Uncut. Okay? In the den.
Oh, Lordy. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, NXT Uncut. You already know your Tuesday nights, 11:30, because the club is jumping, according to Beyonce and Destiny Child. But yeah, so man, NXT tonight was quite eventful. I will say, of course, we know that this was pretty much pre-taped because everybody's, at home hanging out with their family, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Those who do celebrate it, of course, we will be gearing up for Thanksgiving as well on Thursday. I'm ready to eat already. I think I may have starved myself for like 3 days, so I want to have a big appetite. I'm lying. I have not done that. I wouldn't even be able to function right if I did something like that. Honestly, I would have not. But I mean, NXT. There was a lot of stuff a lot of shocking things that happened tonight that I am very very upset about. I will say you that much. Nikki, how did you feel about NXT tonight? Like,
I don't know. I think my expectations have been a little higher for Miss NXT.
mm-hmm.
Tonight it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't that great. It could have been produced a little better. I'm gonna pick apart the production. I love a good, well developed card. I don't know. Some things just felt lopsided, but it definitely picked up. I will say
Mm-hmm.
that it picked up, and the match, oh, that the debacle happened early. So
I'm sick of it. But of course, not gonna waste much of your time. Let's go ahead and dive into NXT because we do have a lot of things that we need to discuss. Like I said, in regards to what took place on tonight. Of course, we opened up with the Heritage Cup match between Noman Dar versus Shad Gable. Now, last week, Otis, Otis had his opportunity. Akira Tozawa has had his opportunity and everything like that, and now it's Chad Gable's turn to get an opportunity at this. Um, what I will say about this group, Metaphor and Alpha Academy, is really a bunch of comedic acts going on, but a lot of great wrestling in the mix of it too. It was really really close. Like it felt as if like Chad Gable could have actually taken that Heritage Cup off of Noman Dar, but somehow, some way, Noman Dar managed to weasel his way out of things and continue on to hold on to this Heritage Cup championship. Now, there were some people who were not too fond of Noman Dar winning this title or continue to keep this Heritage Cup, but there was also a lot of love in the air because it seems like Otis has this thing for Lash Legend, honestly, and even she got smacked in the face by Maxine and fell into the big, beefy, meaty arms of Otis. And she was petrified, but Otis was having a great time. I would say that. But I'm liking this feud and interaction between these two groups and everything like that because Metaphor hasn't really had that, and I think Alpha Academy has truly been giving them that each week they've been here and stuff. So I don't know, maybe we'll see Lash and Maxine do something. Maybe or Mensa and Otis would get in the ring with each other. Something else that could happen amongst these groups because Norman Dar seems to be the only one that's wrestling, but that's because of the Heritage Cup. So I don't know, man.
listen, Otis has a way with the women,
He does.
honey. He is a man. He's chauvinistic in the good ways, I guess I can say. But he's just very like a magnet. I
Yeah.
don't know. He does it. He does it for me. And Lash's face, I cannot wait to see even more photos
Girl,
of
she was
this because
scary.
it's nasty. But I think they do really good, and I think Metaphor has the way that they've been booked.
Mm-hmm.
They're really running the game. These factions They really done stepped up their game, and I have to say, AEW probably is. They may not admit it, but when you maybe they show them that they can do it better, and maybe I don't know. I'm feeling metaphor though. I am. You know how I feel about Alpha Academy.
Of
I'm
course.
I'm feeling this though, but I do think that Alpha Academy, they got some other business to take care of. We'll talk about that on SmackDown versus Raw. But honey, they've been doing it every week. They've
They
been
definitely.
doing it double duty, if not triple. So
Hmm. I agree. They definitely have, but let's see where this love interest continues with Lash and Otis, because I think it could be something uh, in a sense though. But we move on. The wrestling god himself, Hall of Famer JBL, is here, of course, to let us know who will be participating in the Iron Survivor match, and everything like that. We got Carmelo Hayes versus Josh Briggs. Hmm. And we had Thea Hale versus Blair Davenport, which I thought was a pretty nice pairing, but I was still contemplating on the Josh Briggs and Mello, and everything like that. That was very much a odd pair, but Mello did post a photo of them actually having a match like on the Indies back in the day. So I don't know, but shout out to JBL for gracing us with his presence. Wish he was the last person we'll have to see, but unfortunately, they got to save the worst for last when it comes to this here. Also, we did see the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks chatting backstage. Of course, there's a lot of shenanigans and different things has been going on, a lot of speculation, liars, and rumors. And first of all, defamation of character against my dean, Andre Chase. And we are still under investigation. We have our lawyers involved because we're not doing that. Mm-mm. You're not gonna come over here, bring out all this paperwork and all this and that. We're not doing that. Okay. So the family, guess what?
We suing.
Just so you know, we are. Okay. We're not taking this at all whatsoever. You want to come out with your tabloids, you want to send out envelopes, and just like, what is the issue here? I really want to know. But I'm sure that y'all got exactly what y'all was looking for later on in the show. So I will say that.
we suing is crazy. I'm still trying to become quite invested in this, but I know it was for the love of Thanksgiving, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they look nice. I'm not gonna say that I'm glad that they're champions,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that they bring, I'm not gonna say relevancy, I'm gonna say appeal.
Yeah.
They bring appeal to the titles. And I really enjoy they are very heavy story based in a world, well, in a division that is very
Yeah.
wrestle. I mean, of course, we've had some amazing stories in the tag team division and in other divisions as well, but you get
Mm-hmm.
some good you get some good wrestling, and I think that they do a good job at doing that, and then also keeping up a phenomenal story um with these damn titles, honey.
Yeah. They definitely do. Oh my god.
Joseph says they suck as champions. After I say all that, and this is why wrestling is subjective.
Doesn't even matter what you think. They suck at
This is
shit. They
like
can't do anything on their own.
they're
If it
trash.
wasn't on the Dean, we would have had to do champions. You know what, Joseph? You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. We would have not. So, well,
Well,
here we are. Trick and Mello. Mello is, focused on. Okay. I had a. Hmm, okay. I'm trying to keep my composure. All right. So Mello is very focused on his match that he has tonight because I mean Trick has already qualified for the Iron Survivor match. Mello's trying to get his opportunity to qualify. Mello's already been in it. He has experience being a part of that. for Deadline last year. And I mean, why not? He would like to be, be able to join it again, and why not be able to maybe do it alongside Trick or something. But he's kind of put in his mind where he wants to go in alone. Like he wants to do this solo. He doesn't want Trick out there or anything like that. That's all I got to say.
That's
I
it.
have nothing else. I have nothing else right now
Me
because
neither. I do want to know what if you had one position to get in with Mello, what would you what would you pick? What's the position you get in?
if I had one position to
Yeah,
hmm,
to get in with. It can be any position.
I'm trying to see because um for me, like he's only a few inches taller than me. You know what I'm saying?
That
Just
is
a
true.
smidge. Like I'm like 5'3". I think he's like
Yeah,
5'6".
y'all are like. I think he's shorter than I am at this
I
point.
don't
To be
know
honest.
because like when in the photo that we took, like of course my shoes I do add me a little height to
Yeah,
it so that I'm not completely the actual height that I am if people see me out in person. Now if I
right.
take them shoes off, I'm flat. I'm on the ground literally. So, but
Share
still,
your answer. Hell.
okay. So let me think. So if I was, um, I would probably have to go with reverse cowgirl. Yeah,
That's a good one.
because I mean I don't have much back here, but
Oh,
we can make something work. Okay, we
anywho,
can make something work. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
yeah,
but yeah, that would be like because I consider myself to be a dominant person and everything. You know,
yeah,
but I can be a switch. I can be either or, dom or submissive. It just depends on if the guy that I encounter that with is can overpower my dominance. Because I don't back down for anything. Okay. But I don't know.
that's
Here
that
we
on
are.
that.
That's on that. So this match didn't even happen because it was supposed to, and it's only because
Well,
Zaya
not
decided
yet.
that not yet because Zaya decided that girl, you thought she was gonna come out here and do that damn shit in the front or whatever. We're not doing that, girl. We're not. And Zia Lee has really been attacking like all of her opponents, like no matter what. She did it to Becky like 2 weeks ago. Then she ended up losing to Becky. And now she did it to Lyra. I guess to try to take her off her A game and everything like that by I don't know, attacking her way before the match. So
I'm not gonna lie. This gave me long term like Sasha, Charlotte, and a Hell in a Cell
hmm
because I had no idea that this match was actually like it's. I don't even know. I don't want to say like I want to say this. This is probably like a rare moment in a sense. I really have rarely, and I can't even come up with a situation where like the match is going like um they're coming, they're coming out, they're doing the entrance, someone's attacked, and then the match is the main event.
yeah.
Like, what kind of booking is that? That was to
No,
me
you
like
should
when
have
I
just let it happen right then and there. Like, what were you trying to make sure she was clear? I mean, like, she knocked her ass down. And, like, it ain't like she, you know, did what Charlotte did to Sasha because Charlotte was slinging Sasha around before that match
oh
even
yeah,
happened. Like, she was beating the hell
no,
out of
I
that girl.
mean, like the
Literally
whole
beating the
arena
hell out of
is
that
in a
girl.
frenzy
They don't know what the hell is going on right
because
now.
you
They don't
think the
even think the
match
match
is
would have
not
happened.
happening.
No. Sasha's like, hell nah, bitch. You might have messed up my wig, but I'm finna beat your ass.
Sasha was really like, I don't care what no one says, that will always be one of my like literally
It's really good,
I would
honestly.
die on that hill. Like that's one of the best matches that I've ever watched as an adult. Like never the capacity of story and like y'all know me, the icing on the cake is literally the natural selection at the end. Charlotte wins. Like, come on, you did all that, and it took the
Crazy.
natural selection.
You lose
Just
to a natural
beautiful.
selection.
Who like just a beautiful story. Like
Mhm.
I thrived. But poor Lyra, honey.
Why didn't Lola Vice try to cash in on her contract?
I
I
really
don't
forgot
know. I
all
think
about
she was
it.
back there in the back, getting prepared to perform with J Lo and Pitbull with her new theme that came out today.
I've had it. Enough.
I
I mean, she did. Hey, listen, she retweeted it on on Twitter. So maybe sometime in the works they want to. Listen, they're going to Florida for Royal Rumble. Y'all want to bring up J Lo and Pitbull for the Rumble, and do something like that.
yeah.
I don't mind it. Listen, y'all know I love Pitbull and J Lo. You know, I tell them people about their business. They don't hear me though. All right. So, all right. So we have Idris and Malik versus Umberto and Angel Garza. Of course, we know what happened last week. Idris and Malik was back there just chatting about how they wanted to go after those tag titles, and Umberto and Angel said, "Nah, bitch, get to the back of the line, because we're not trying to hear none of that at all whatsoever."
They were beating the fuck. Let's not skip past that. They were beating the fuck out of each other for no reasons. This is the same motherfucker that was trying to go to Denny's. Take a group to Denny's. And
They
they was
let you know
back there
about people who like Denny's.
wobbling.
I mean, it lets you know what they say about people who like Denny's.
I don't know. I ain't eating that shit.
I've never had Denny's before.
A nice guy. He was a nice guy.
He's a well dressed one, too. I'll tell you that.
You know,
Well
Ronald
dressed.
Denny was
He
kind.
be dressing. I give you that
Yeah,
much.
he do. I personally do like them as a tag.
Mm-hmm.
You see
They
how
work
you can put, you know, we can be on camera and we don't
well.
have to be a caricature.
Yeah.
Y'all just sometimes my issues with like Hit Row was always like it was always overdone and it was so it was almost like you were fabricating black culture with black people. How the hell do you even accomplish that?
I wonder, do people walk like? I wonder if people can see like a Hit Row walking down the street somewhere. Like, do you like any of the members of Hit Row? Have you like seen or like maybe went to school with someone who looks like someone who could be in Hit Row?
I can't say
Outside of who I've said before, not
yeah,
on here, but in Clubhouse, because that is the definition of being looking like you know he belong in Hero.
yeah. Like I feel like they have been represented in a well manner.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like there were definitely issues. We'll have to get into that, honey, 'cause- but there was just definitely issues. But I love the match overall. I don't know what's gotten into him, Humberto and Angel, but it's working. So I would love to be in this position right now. Angel's
I,
Garza really don't speak a lick of English for real, but he
a smidge, it's like a
not
small
on his
credential.
stories. That's why I had to unfollow because I just
Well,
couldn't
they
follow out.
listen. They're not. A lot of them don't. Like a lot
They
of
need
them
to
are
have.
not.
They need to let him do an
A lot of
OnlyFans.
them are not. A lot of them are those who are like first like languages. Their Spanish is their first language. A lot of
Yeah,
them, like Andrade, doesn't at all. Like Bandito, not at
yeah,
all.
it's
You know what
crazy.
I'm saying?
Not in a bad way, but just like it's it's
You know, how Twitter
very
has like the translation.
yeah, it's
You know,
very
some
like eye
people,
opening
some people need that.
learning experience. We do definitely.
Ah, George.
Not a distant risk to X.
We will get to Dominic real soon.
I love Dominic.
We'll get to Dominic real
Oh,
soon. He was looking like his father last night. I will say the one that's alive. All right, so yeah, Angel and Umberto, they do win, and this does give them an opportunity to face Tony D'Angelo and Stacks for those tag titles. Let you breathe and then go silent. Okay, so we get here. Carmelo Hayes versus Josh Briggs, and of course, this is one of the opponents or participants that JBL did select. And well, match is going really well. It was. I mean, this is the best that I've seen Josh Briggs be in a match. Period. Simple as that. There's just a small problem. Um, is when you allow non-people of color continue to get involved in Black people business. Now I don't really know why Lexis King came out to truly interfere in Melo's match. I really have no idea as to why he decided to come out here and cost Melo the opportunity to be a part of the Iron Survivor Challenge. So, congratulations, Josh Briggs. You did win by a landslide, all because of a distraction from somebody who looks like they could be like Braun Burger's half brother, because y'all all go to the same Dominican shop to get your hairs cut and your beards dyed and your tans and all this and that. I was rooting for you, Lexis King, when you came here. I gave you props on your entrance and everything. I defended you when everybody else on social media was slandering you about saying how your entrance looked dumb as hell. Who the fuck slides in to the ring? Like, what is this? It's like you playing dress up in Party City. And you come out here and you do this. I have nothing left for you. Like, I have nothing left for you. I hope Melo beat the fuck out of you and everything. I mean, I hope he dog walk your ass. For real.
I just want to say before you continue that I'm just happy it wasn't Corbin.
Hey, bitch.
What, Corbin coming out here?
Yeah, Lexus King. I'm just glad it wasn't Corbin. Like I'm just. All I'm saying is I'm just glad it's one of mine. I'm glad it's not one of mine. You know, like I'm just happy it's not like directed. So I feel I can actually mourn and feel your pain. Now, if it was wearing Corbin, then I couldn't do that. But because it's Lexus King, and you know what? You know, you gotta listen. Your man, this is all I'm gonna say. Your man has become the biggest star in NXT, and when you become the biggest star, the ones that come in after that and during that, or whatever you may see, they're gonna want to feed off that stardom. And he is the biggest star, in my opinion, in NXT outside of controversial metaphor, because Lash Legend, let's just be honest. Lash Legend is clearing stardom. Like, she's a star. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about her wrestling. This is sports entertainment. She'll get there. And she's gotten better. Let's be honest. Her match with Roxanne was great. But back to Melo. He's the biggest attraction in NXT. Lexus King is trying to make his mark. He's trying to make his statement. You know?
Well,
I don't know, girl.
well, Lexus King, I just want you to know
is a no good, lousy son of a bitch.
Hey.
That's exactly what he is.
that's exactly what you are.
You know
And
what you really have to ask yourself though? And this is the question that a lot of people aren't really wanting to pay attention to. Why did he cost Melo and not Trick?
Why did he cause Melo and not Trick?
Yeah. If he attacked Trick, if he's the one that truly attacked Trick, why?
It's too obvious.
And maybe he framed, maybe to look into more
obvious.
into that. Like if he framed Melo, then I see why he's going after Melo now, because obviously that's his target. That's been his target. But I'm really curious to know why he did not. If he was the attacker, and if truly,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, right?
Trick is in, Melo isn't. I like Josh Briggs, so I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. I have seen him wrestle in tag team matches, and he was also involved in a little showdown a couple months back when Fallon had all that shit. Who do I think? I don't think it was Lexus King. I know that. Honey, I'm just real curious on why he came and felt the necessary need to, you know,
You know what I
attack.
think? I think that Trick scammed everybody.
Oh wow. Not you
I'm
talking.
picking for right now. Tonight, I am picking my side. I am all the way 100% Team Melo. Melo did nothing wrong. Trick orchestrated all of this. He faked as if like, oh, somebody beat me upside my head. First of all, you're 6'4", 200 some pounds, and you mean to tell me a little 5'6", 195 pounds guy knocked you upside your head and lays you down like that? Not
I'm
saying
not,
Melo ain't strong or nothing, but I'm just
I
saying
ain't saying it's Mellow.
no.
I'm just saying I don't believe it's Lexus King. I
Trick would
believe
do something like that.
it
You know
could be
why Trick would
real.
do something like that? Because Trick was talking about, oh, Melo, you didn't have my back on this. You didn't have my back on that. You didn't come support me and me and me and me. And so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Lexus King to attack me and all this and that, frame you and cost you your opportunity for everything. And Trick is now starting to get the opportunities that Melo was getting. Trick, you're the problem.
Wow.
Ain't no tricking around here no more. Okay, we're done.
That's crazy.
So, and you when Lexus King came out there and you accidentally hit Melo in the face, you meant to do that
Oh
because
shit.
you're a liar. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
You got this lace beard bitch to come out here and play all the parts. So I want to know how Trick is going to react with Lexus King being the reason why Melo did not get into the Iron Survivor Challenge match. So.
Girl, it'd be too much man drama for me. Child.
We're gonna have to find something.
If it's Mellow, I'm gonna be laughing.
Because right now I'm trying to get everybody to forget all.
Because I'm gonna be happy it's Mellow.
It's not. It's not. So, congratulations, Josh Briggs. You won because another cracker involved himself. All right. Tiffany Stratton is back here talking to Josh Briggs. I guess sort of congratulating him in a sense. Fallon like, girl, why are you talking to this hoe? We're not redoing this again where some new chick like Kiana James come in and then start messing with you and then boom, you start acting funny with us. We're not doing that. No. Sorry. So I ain't gonna lie, them kids are like Von Wagner children. I'm sorry. Those twins do not look like Roberts and his wife. We need to call Maury.
I didn't like nothing about this.
I don't care anything. Yeah. Well, why is you here? Why did you talk to this? That's what Fallon should have said. So I don't know. All right. So we move on to Wesley. Of course, he's back, and he is back, and of course, he is awaiting his opportunity and chance to get his hands on Dominic Mysterio for that North American Championship. Now, Dom, he comes out, and he's like, listen, you can try all you want, but you're not getting this title back. You want to know why? Because you got to go through 3 other people to get to me. And if you beat them, then you get to face me at Deadline. But if you don't, your ass is grass. Like, you're done. There's nothing else for you. You might well go ahead and pack up and leave now. Again. So I don't know, but I'm enjoying seeing Dominic being out here by himself, despite NXT crowd booing him
I,
as always. There go Rhea.
damn, bitch. I was finna. All I was finna say was it surprises me how many times.
It's amazing me how many friends he has. I don't know about it.
It amazes me how many opportunities Wesley gets for just off the rip. Like they don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn. He take everything.
Nobody else is coming after Dominic like
Like,
North America. Like, I mean, Axiom was
girl.
that is Nathan Frazier. I mean, like, who else? Like, who else do y'all have?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say this when it comes to Mr. Wesley. I am being more than selfish when I say this. I need the fourth rascal. Well, I need the completion of the rascals in TNA. Like I need the contract to be up. I need Dez to come on home with Myron, Trey, and Zach. And but on the flip side of that, it is still great to see him have such a successful career. He reminds me the path that they've given Wesley is very much kind of like a Dakota Kai or Indy Hartwell. Like it's their potential. Wesley is one of the best, one of the greats. Like I just think there's so much that he could still do in NXT. So he has to beat Dominic. I don't want to see Dominic lose, but I do think that now that Damien has self-proclaimed himself as the leader, I think something drastic has to happen. That takes Dominic losing. Because it's not, I don't know, it just can't be Finn and Damien right now, right? I just feel like it has to be Dominic. Now, if Dominic packs Wesley up, baby, you can come on home because we
I
ain't
mean,
doing
listen, Dominic is a 20-year vet, Mickey James. So I don't really know exactly what Wesley has in store, but maybe he does defeat Dominic. But if he doesn't, time to go home, honey. It's time to pack it up. What else can Dom do? He was only given the title during the time where Nick Khan thought main roster stars were needed in NXT so they can seal that deal with CW. I don't know because, like I said, Mickey James, Dominic Mysterio is a 20-year vet, so that man been a star since he was a child.
To be
He
honest.
brought in the damn views, okay?
To be honest.
Before Becky Lynch brought her ass in there, Dominic was the view.
Yeah. Wesley has to win though. Like
Yeah, of course.
it would be nice if this was cross promotional and the way that Judgment Day is gonna help Wesley. It would be nice to see the
Yeah.
Rascals like run through WWE. Like, stuff
You
like that,
imagine though?
stuff like that we probably will never get. But speaking of Mickey James, she is the first and only knockout in history to bring the knockouts title
I mean, she could.
to WWE. So
She is.
I mean,
After they first, you know.
and shout out to Triple H for giving advice to ODB. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
That was,
I
and y'all wonder why I popped this motherfucker for Papa H.
because OBD was popping her all up and through there. Okay,
One of the
I
best
love
characters.
OBD, bro. Like, if
Yeah.
I ever get a chance to meet her, I would tell her how much she was an inspiration to me for popping my coochie and everything like that. Minus the drinking beers, because I'm not a drinker, period. But we pop our coochie for Nikki pops her coochie for Papa H.
Yeah,
Okay?
definitely. That's what I was told, and I do because that man stays in my top 5. I like
I'm
him
gonna
and
pop
Kurt.
mine for Hun.
Him and
So
Kurt, they would
so
never
we can
leave
get
my
from
top 5.
backstage. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm glad nobody heard that. Okay. Thea Hale versus Blair Davenport. Another match for the Iron Survival Challenge, and hmm, I truly feel like there's a big downfall within Chase University because, Thea, she's a great wrestler and everything. Blair, I don't even have to say anything about her. She's so damn good herself. Thea trying to get the Chase U section to rally her up, and it just wasn't there. I feel like the student section has lost faith in us. Honestly, I did. Yes, yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's Triple H,
Man.
the cerebral assassin,
Paul, Hunter.
Paul.
Like,
Okay, Paul
whichever
Levesque.
you
Okay, Hunter hurts Helmsley. Okay, like, like you know, how can you not? Okay, but yeah, so obviously the student section is just not feeling anything at all since those tabloids have came out. By no means necessary.
yeah.
But yeah, she did great. She did what she could, but it just wasn't enough. The student section was crowded with other outsiders, and it just seemed like the student section gets smaller and smaller and smaller like every week.
They
And
weren't feeling it.
they were not. They weren't.
Kind
And
of
I'm not saying that's the reason why Thea lost or anything, but it took I will say that it may have added to her losing a lot of motivation and everything.
well, Blair, I mean, JC the reason she lost.
I mean,
The
told y'all.
distraction, I mean, she literally like
I told
she
y'all. Right.
literally was distracting Thea to the point where Thea was so lost and didn't know what moveset. Like it was almost like JC was coaching her, and um Thea didn't know what to do, and she hits the middle rope. And when she comes down, that was when she lost all her momentum because Blair put her damn legs up. So it's really JC. It's really JC's.
No, I mean, what did I tell y'all? JC Jane is a fake ass bitch, and she's a problem. So
Let's just tell
Gigi told
her
y'all a long time ago. And when I get that clip, anytime JC Jane bring her ass on the screen, I'm playing it. So don't worry.
that.
Next week, I have it. Unless she shows up like a Friday Night SmackDown or something. And I have it then. Either way, it's getting utilized.
I
So
will say this: if Blair would have lost, she would not have been able. I don't think they would have been able to do much with her moving forward,
no.
as much as they can, as much as was built with Thea in the
Mhm.
loss. That is 50-50 booking. Like to me, that is you're cutting it down the line. Blair gets the win, and Thea gets the story. Thea still getting momentum. Um,
Listen, Joseph, we are going through a tough time right now.
Hammer King is
And
crazy.
my dean and Duke are trying to get clear our name in the tabloids, okay? We're
Why?
trying to save this university.
Why the fuck would Jerry Lawler be on Survivor Series?
Girl, I don't know. I think you meant the Irish Survivor match. Allegedly. I don't know. You might want to clear that up, Joseph. But my dean, we're dealing with a lot of things right now. So JC, she doesn't really have anything to do. She might as well be out here to assist. But look what she did. She assisted her with losing. Like I said, JC James is a fake ass bitch. You get her ass out of here. If Blair Davenport was to lose, I feel like damn, move her ass to the main roster at this point. She has really nothing left to do in NXT. You know, unless y'all gonna have her fight for the title or something, but she doesn't really have any. She doesn't. She wrapped it up with Roxanne Perez. She
Yeah.
doesn't really have much else to do.
Yep.
You know, if nothing comes out for her for the Iron Survivor match at deadline, let her ass into the Royal Rumble and go from there. So I don't know. I think Roxanne Need to get her shit together down there in NXT.
Yeah, Roxanne need to hurry up and get pushed because they don't have nothing else for her.
Like,
Blair, on the other hand, she
wait for
could
Cora to
do,
come back?
huh?
Like, what they gonna do? Wait for Cora to come back? Because like right now, I don't.
No, she needs to go on main roster now, like today, like Friday. Like, there's nothing else for Roxanne to do.
Mm-hmm.
She can't do shit else. Blair, I mean, Blair could Blair could beat Lyra. Like
She
that's
could.
believable. I
That
mean,
very is that is very believable. I
but I
mean,
don't know the direction that they're going. Like, we literally just had
girl, I'm so sick
Tiffany,
of them.
Becky, and now
I ain't even thinking about it.
what's her face? I mean, Tiffany, Becky, and now Lyra. I'm talking about
That
what's
is
up.
true. I'm like, wait, what you-
I don't know why I was thinking of Mandy.
yeah, she will be a wrestler, so make sure y'all go see her and everything like that.
Mandy Sex.
But yeah, so shout out to Blair for getting the victory. I like Blair Davenport. I also like the hopefully with whatever's going on with the tabloids and everything, we are going to get to the bottom of this. Like I said, we are suing the family, Ariana, or whatever you want to be, Adriana, whatever you want to be, girl. You don't get your ass beat, okay? Y'all want to corrupt things over here. You want to be treated like you want to come in here thinking it's the damn mafia. Yeah, you want to mafia your ass on the floor. Okay, how about that? Okay. So this is not the original photo, but this is just a sum of the fact of that they showed us a video package of like the two different lives of Dragunov and Baron Corbin, with Baron Corbin being the goddamn narrator. So he said Dragunov didn't even get to speak about his lifestyle. Baron Corbin explained what his lifestyle was. He trains hard. He goes to the gym. His family lives in Germany. He's all alone. He's by himself. The only thing he can do is kiss that cold ass title metal all night because his family is nowhere to be found. He's doing all of this for his family. He wouldn't even if he wasn't champion, his ass wouldn't even be here type shit. And then Baron, he comes in like this MTV Cribs with this lavishing house, his cars, the wine and the drinks that he got going on, and how he got a pool inside the pool table inside the house. He kisses, he see his wife and his family and everything like that. Basically saying that, listen, Dragunov, why you out here just what?
Don't bring him up.
I'm sorry, but he brought him up. So you got to talk to that
Yeah,
man. I'm just reiterating what he shared with us. So Baron brought up his ravishing lifestyle, and he says that Dragunov goes by his raggedy ass Section 8 apartment, and eat drink coffee and watch catfish or something. You know what I'm saying? The man doesn't do anything. He just has a boring life. You know what I'm saying? He eat eggs for breakfast. Cracked. Not even scrambled or anything like that. So that was what Baron Corbin said.
I have no words. I just know that if they let Baron Corbin beat this man, this will be the resurrection from the failed cash in. So this
I
is
didn't even think about that.
this is riding on a lot.
Well, listen, that man said he threw all that shit away. He came down here to reinvent himself, and let's see if he can do that at Deadline.
Them letting him go from like a poor man to a rich man to Eminem, that's
Like,
fucking
girl,
crazy.
this is exactly what Eminem had worn when he hopped on that stage with Dr. Dre.
Literally.
The same thing. The only thing he's missing is his hair.
God. Y'all don't understand. Corbin is just I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no words, but obviously, they're gonna rest until their big match.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
don't
mean,
really
deadline is what, about 3 weeks away. 3 weeks from
Saturday, I guess. Sunday.
Yeah, well, Saturday. It'll be 3 weeks from Saturday because it's on
Days
December.
now, the 9th.
Yeah.
Definitely doing a post show.
So I mean,
Definitely doing predictions.
gonna be a lot to discuss with them. We'll have predictions on NXT.
NXT is gonna get like NXT is gonna compete with Impact because we never did NXT in that redacted.
No, not in that stipulation we were. Simulation we were in. No, we were locked in a vault.
We were literally probably in that TNA vote.
Ready to get relaunched or some shit. Let go. All right.
Crazy.
Also, we moved on to Eddie Throat versus Charlie Dempsey, and of course, this match viral because of the fact of that Eddie Throat he was talking to Mackenzie, minding his business, and then Charlie and the rest of them popped in and decided they wanted to just be a pain in his ass, and it led to this match here, which he did end up winning. Eddie and Charlie did put on a great match. I think Charlie is a very underrated wrestler because not only is he William Regal's son, I mean, you're William Regal's son. Like, you better be out there pulling out the most technical shit ever. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Eddie who comes from New Japan background and everything like that. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Eddie and his in-ring ability. But you know what he went wrong with? Not having people to back him up because Miles and Drew, they jumped him. Literally, he couldn't even fight back. Like look at the form on that man's like punch. He knocked that man down. Okay, he was not having it. So there's that. I don't know where that leads to, but obviously there is some type of build up with Drew and I believe his name is Miles and Charlie, where they're trying to build them up as like this big group, this group of guys who just going around antagonizing people, have matches with them, and either they win or they lose. And recently they have been losing.
I just want to say this is the
Mhm.
match of the night for me. This is a great match. Replace. So my 4 is Tiffy, Cora, JC, and Gigi. But I see Roxanne and Lyra having. There could be like literally like two
What's like
generations.
adjacent?
Because because Thea's a phenomenal wrestler for her to be so young. Like she could be a Bailey. Like I'm literally putting her. Lyra clears. Like Lyra is the best damn wrestler. I want to say male or female, to be honest. I mean, Carmella's great. Dragonov's great there, but she's up there. She's just as up there with them wrestling, like skill.
Yeah.
Lyra goes.
But she was going crazy in like NXT UK too, though.
Yeah, I had never.
But she just went up on like a different name or whatever.
Oh, okay.
She is still similar to what she had. The first name is just different, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
But still same, everything, stuff like that. So to see her now, I mean, the beginning stage is like, damn, girl, they finna come out here and just give you all these opportunities. She had to work her way up, and she did that. You know what I'm saying? Now she's champion. So for how long? I have no idea. But as of right now, her being champion, she looks so different from when she was a challenger. She actually looks like a champion. When she showed up on Monday Night Raw during Becky and Xia Li's match, she looked like a champion. She looked good, versus most people who just show up in a damn t-shirt and jeans and call it a day. She actually looked good. So Ariana Grace, ladies and gentlemen, she basically, to some of us, she basically told y'all that y'all don't take baths, so please invest in some soap, preferably Dial, antibacteria, all this and that. Wash your ass. That's what she said. And also, Carmen, she's sick of you. Stop putting your hands on her, and all this and that. That's pretty much what she said. To sum that up, she's sick of everybody. Okay, she doesn't want the violence. She just want to do what she does best, and that's be a beauty queen and try to shake these girls into, being classy women and not always, wanting to fight all the time. Girl, this is NXT. Don't go in that parking lot.
She's so out of place, and maybe that's how the booking is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's she's a good wrestler. I just the pageant stuff is like so 10 years old, in my
I feel
opinion.
like her and Chelsea Green needs to like cross paths with each other.
I guess.
I mean, I just feel like with the shit that she's doing down here in NXT is not compared to what Chelsea is doing on the main roster, but they give me a look like when I'm seeing Ariana Grace down here, the way that she sort of acts at times, it's kind of like what I see Chelsea on the main roster be like. But that's Chelsea Green. You know what I'm saying? Some people may not see it, but if you honestly, literally, like truly just pay attention to Ariana Grace and then you're paying attention to Chelsea Green, let them cross paths with each other. If they cross paths with each other, then you might be able to see what I mean. But they have not. So Ariana Grace, everybody. Brought to you by Dove. Um yeah, so Umberto and Angel basically they took out the family. Let's just say that. They beat their ass up in the parking lot and now they're nowhere to be found. Don't know what happened. Don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But looks like the family will not be making it to next week. Uh and that's that.
Yeah, well, I hope they had a good Thanksgiving.
I probably did, you know,
That's
jaw
terrible.
a little broken. You know what I'm saying? So
That's just tragic.
it's a tough time.
Didn't even see this, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted anybody to see it, to be honest. But
Oh,
yeah, it was, girl, it was like a scene out of a Tubi movie. I tell you that much.
do better.
Mm. Well, I don't know. All right, but of course, as Dominic Mysterio said earlier, Wesley has to get the three other competitors to get to him for the North American Championship. So we have Wesley versus Cameron Grimes versus Bronson Reed versus Johnny Gargano.
Who have
Um,
all been North American champions.
absolutely. And so now we are, because he did say he was going to face former North American champions. And this is the crop that he selected and everything. That's, of course, still here in the company. Um,
Him not picking Damien is funny.
I mean, why? I mean, why would he technically? I wasn't expecting him to choose Damien. If he was a show, if let's say like I mean, if he
Oh
did choose,
well, because the winner faces him.
yeah. So the winner
That
face
makes
is
sense.
him.
But
Now,
still, he could.
unless if Damien did win and then they pull a Kofi and Xavier, but then Wesley would then be mad all over again. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And then we're gonna run it back again like New Year's Evil. So
Bronson Reed, like
crazy.
I forgot he was even champion. But I was sitting here looking at these four, and I'm like, what are these all? What are all four of these men have in common?
Former champions. So that's next week. We'll find out, and whoever wins faces Dominic at deadline. Also, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks put up their NXT Tag Team Championships against Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. So yeah, we'll figure out next week. Does the family lose their damn titles?
Wait, Wes is the only one who can get a shot if he wins.
Is that what he said? Well, I mean, that's kind of like the only way he gets a shot is if he wins. If
Oh,
he
well, I
doesn't
mean,
win, then he doesn't.
damn, I want to do that. Get a shot,
Well,
girl. I don't know. Dom is running it. Okay.
yeah, he said, "Listen, you thought, you really thought." So, but yeah, it's like Wesley is demanding championship opportunity for Mysterio, but Mysterio has been refusing for weeks, and so he revealed a difficult challenge that we'll see Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, and Johnny Gargano all return to NXT for a chance to go to NXT Deadline. That winner will face uh that winner will face him at Deadline. So if Wesley does not win, he does not get an opportunity. The only way he gets an opportunity is if he wins. So whoever wins gets a shot at Dominic. Whoever wins is going to face Dominic at Deadline. So if Wesley wants his title shot, he has to beat the other three gentlemen. And if he doesn't, then time to go home, Jack. Time to hit that, get on that plane ride, okay? You know. So, but yeah, this match will happen next week. Also, like I said, they saved the worst for last with the Iron Survivor Challenge matchup. Yeah, so we'll find out who he chooses next week. I have absolutely no idea. All right, so we finally get to main event. Lyra Valkyria versus Xia Li. She's finally getting the opportunity to actually defend her title against Xia Li tonight. And am happy that this match still continuing to happen because of the fact of like I know we haven't really seen Xia Li that often inside of the ring at all whatsoever. And I think a lot of people do forget that Xia Li is actually a pretty damn good wrestler. Honestly, like outside of all the other things with that crazy ass entrance and her not being, the best on the mic, the girl can wrestle. She truly can. And her matchup with Lara, who's also someone who has been going crazy in the ring, I will say, has given Rhea Ripley one of her best matches as far as like a challenger since she's been holding this title wise. I will say that. I still bring up that match between Lara and Rhea because it was just that damn good. And even with, Lara and Becky, they had a really, really good match too. Xia Li, on the other hand, she's been one of her opportunities, and she's finally getting an opportunity. And she proved tonight why she deserved an opportunity because she was actually out there wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Not just knocking out her opponents with one kick. She's truly out there putting on a clinical match with Lyra Valkyria. And even though she did not get the victory and Lyra still retained her championship, it doesn't mean I'm hoping that this does not diminish Xia Li. Like, of course, Tegan Knox won the opportunity, got it, lost to Becky. Now I'm about to get a tag team title shot opportunity with Xia Li. I'm not saying that she'll get a tag team shot, opportunity, but I'm hoping that she continues to be in the interest somehow, some way, or be in the mix somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people who want opportunities, they get these opportunities and then they don't win, they go right back to the bottom. Or they get just thrown into matches or just thrown into things with no actual direction of where it's going to go to. So, but shout out to Lyra for retaining her title. Now, I mean, who knows what's going to happen for Deadline? Of course, I mean, she could be defending her title there. We got to figure out, I guess, who her next challenger is going to be. Hell, Lola Vice is still she has a NXT breakout tournament thing, and she could, if she wanted to, take her shot at Deadline. Why not go into the new year being champion? You know. So, but I think they're taking their time on Lola to build her up a little bit more, to make her a little more credible to be a challenger for. But just because you won a breakout tournament doesn't necessarily mean that you're built up to have this credibility to think that you're going to become champion.
Yeah, I mean, it happened for Roxanne. There's only been one. So for the women, you kind of are destined to be a champion. For the men, we all know how things have played out in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember that guy that won that contract that time, and then he was released.
Oh, you talking about Leon Ruff?
No, It was someone else.
He had
They
a
were talking about him. I don't know if he won a breakout, but they were trying to put him on a shirt. They were trying to put a shirt, and he didn't like the shirt, and they ended up. There it is.
Jordan Miles.
Yeah, there it is. Jordan Miles. I don't know. I think Lyra will have a good reign, but I don't know if they're gonna put it on Lola. If they do, they're gonna have to really push. 'Cause she's not on the level wrestling wise as Lyra.
No,
So,
not at all.
just is what it is, but you know.
That is true. Um, but yeah, so I mean, that pretty much brings us to, I guess you could say, the end of NXT Uncut. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a fun time. I hope you guys enjoyed it and everything like that. We do not have a post show for Impact this week. This is a Thanksgiving special that they'll be showing. So happy Thanksgiving to those who do celebrate it. But on Friday, we will have our Survivor Series War Games predictions. Man, it's gonna be quite interesting to see what our predictions are going to be for Friday. That is going to be at what, 11:30 or a little bit earlier? What 11:30?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so 11:30, we'll be here to give our predictions for Survivor Series. And we will be having our post show for Survivor Series War Games on Saturday. So definitely make sure you guys pull up for that. And then of course next week get prepared because we have Raw versus SmackDown as well. And then we go from there. You know what I'm saying? So as always, we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here in the den. We definitely always appreciate that. You can find Nikki on Twitter at Nikki Bougie, or you can Google her, Nikki Bougie. Of course, me. You can always find me on Google, Adriana Santana. The name is right here. I finally put my name up here so people know how to spell it and everything like that. Because sometimes y'all struggle with the I and the U, and I have no understanding why. Somebody at the radio station calls me Drew now, and I'm trying to figure out how when the I is before the U, but whatever. So definitely continue to follow the Shakers Den all over. Shout out to Battleground Podcast. As always, having the only dominating tag team in wrestling media history. Grace, Battleground Podcast, and all of your screens right there at home while you're laid up in your bed eating your chips, with your feet kicked up, getting ready to go to work like most of us are tomorrow. So, as always, like I said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here at the Shakers Den. And you already know it's invite only. You've been tuning into NXT Uncut, brought to you by Battleground Podcast. We'll be back on Friday for War Games predictions. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.